Hi, my beautiful angels. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Angel Mix Swagger. My surname actually isn't Mix Swagger, but you guys are joining me on this journey to help better articulate myself better. I think I said that twice. I don't know if that sentence makes sense, but yeah, to articulate my words better, my thoughts better, in order to also push original thought to the world. So, today's random thought um today's random thought today's Yap session is based on a thing that I think should be talked about more in the Christian community, but we kind of sweep it on the other side, which is like you're not better. Like, okay, the sins of the heart and sins, it's really sometimes it's sins of the heart versus sins of the flesh. What do I mean by this? I mean, okay, we're not better. Like this, there are people like for that you're not better than someone that drinks, that smokes, does drugs, fornicates, promiscuous, you name it. The sins go on and on. These are the sins I would label as sins of the flesh. These are the things that you can easily see. Or jealousy. I think if some people do show that jealousy. So, but then I would say sins like, for example, I think this is a good example. For example, you have jealousy. Jealousy is a sin of the, I would say, flesh mostly, because some people tend to show the jealousy outside, where you can tell that, okay, this person is jealous of me. And then there's animosity, where people tend to pretend, like, they pretend to be your friend, and you would not guess it until you kind of, okay, I got a little battery thing, but anyways, you do not sense it until you kind of talk to them, and more and more and more, then you kind of start noticing, okay, there's animosity, you know what I'm saying? But you can't really prove it. You get it? So that's like a sin of the heart, I would say. So what's the point I'm heading at? I started university recently, and I don't drink, I don't smoke, yeah. I wouldn't say, maybe I mean, jealousy, we've touched jealousy, we've touched lust, we've touched all these, but then I don't drink, smoke, or do drugs, right? So I'm going to university. This is something that has been built in me. I wouldn't say I don't drink, because I do envision myself when I get my own house to like be drinking wine, but not like, what I mean is I don't drink to get drunk. I've never been drunk before, okay? So yeah, I've never been drunk before. I've never smoked before. So yeah, you see, so all these things I'm getting into university. So obviously I'm seeing these things at a more like 3D view, because high school kind of protected me from seeing all that stuff. But now I'm in university, I'm an adult, and other people are also adults, and they also get to make choices, and I also get to make choices. So I started going to like my first, I was like, okay, yeah, let me go to parties. Why not? I went to a party, and yeah, it was weird, because I genuinely think when you go partying, you genuinely you can't go to a party sober, because it's kind of like when you know how when you're having like, I would say, when your third eye is open, when you're having like your spiritual, when you say, God, please let me see, like, let my spiritual eyes be open, it's kind of like that, because now I'm bamboozled at what I'm seeing. Like, I'm seeing people, blacking out, whatnot, but it's clubbing culture, it's normal. For me, it was bamboozling to me, because I'm not used to such. But so sometimes I would look at like someone who's black, and I'm like, dang, that judgy thing, like, it kind of like, oh, I'm better than you because I don't do this, I'm better than you because I don't do that, I don't smoke, I don't drink, and that you subconsciously think, even if you don't say it out loud, you sometimes think of it. Or sometimes when you're talking about your friend that does these things, like, you'd be like, could never be me, could never do that, could never do this, could never be promiscuous, could never wear such a short skirt in town so that people could wear me. You see, sometimes you say it in your heart, and that's even more dangerous. And then I kind of got like a reality check. I kind of got clocked by God that those are his people too. He's working on them the same way he's working on me. And in fact, the clocking went as far as, because I was reading the Bible, it kind of went as far as just, I was reading a Bible and watching a sermon. So the clocking kind of went as far as, it's even kind of better that they have sins of the flesh, where it's like you can see the sins, because these sins are easy to call out, and obviously a lot of people are seeing you do these things. So some people will be able to like help you, like tell you, oh, this is wrong and whatnot. Or you yourself, you can start to feel like maybe ashamed or something, and you can start to actually change. That type of change where you don't go back. And we see that happening. A lot of alcoholics, go to rehab and they become better. A lot of people used to smoke, they stopped. People used to fornicate, started becoming, abstinent. All these things. And then there's me. And I don't know if there's anyone out there. You can comment. But yeah, you can comment in the comment section. But then there's me. Me who has hidden sin. Me who has pride. I may not show my pride, but it's in here. And I know it. Me who has resentment for other people. Me who deals with all these hidden sins. Me who deals with not letting go of the past. Me who deals with unforgiveness for others. All these subtle, they're not even subtle sins, because these are the big, big sins, These sins destroy you. Because there's also a Bible verse about, I wish I could get the Bible verse. But there's also a Bible verse about the sins, like also like sexual, the Bible verse says, like, sins like sexual immorality, against yourself. Oh, jealousy, like envy, pride. All these things are sins that are inside, and they destroy you inside out. Because just because they destroy inside, eventually they will show outside. Because fruit of the Spirit is real. And then I realized that, dang, we should stop being so judgmental to people who do sins of the flesh. Like, what I mean by, you can tell your friends to stop, okay? But what I mean is that thing where you're just always like, oh, I'm better than them. Or I don't do this, but I'm better than them. Sometimes I look at them and be like, If, like, I look at my mom, like, when my mom is shouting at me, I'm like, Mom, girl, I don't even go out. Like, you should be grateful that I don't go out. You see that type of pride. That type of pride that's within. And yeah, I just wanted to speak about that. Just a random thought of mine. Like, I think, yeah, we're not better than them. If you deal with hidden sin, you're not better than them. In fact, that's why it's important to always pray that prayer that David says, where he's like, oh Lord, please, like, show me my heart, show me what lies within, because only God knows what you're hiding. Only God knows what's behind that mask you're putting on. Sometimes you may not even be aware that you're sinning, because something you're too full of yourself that you sometimes don't even notice that certain things are destroying you from the inside. And I've been there, and right now I can say gladly that I'm a work in progress to being healed by God with those sins. But yeah, just wanted to speak on that. Like, we should just, let's not, as a Christian community, let's not judge people for that, because the sins of the heart, those things are dangerous. They are worse than someone that's an alcoholic, because an alcoholic, everyone can see that they're an alcoholic. No a lot of people can notice your pride, unless, of course, if your speech is prideful, then people start. That's what I'm saying. Like, it destroys you inside, that it starts showing outside. But some people who are prideful inside, me one of them, man, I'll just look at someone and be like, girl, I'm better than you. Not like better than you, like, maybe in an exam, and I'll be like, yeah, I'm better than this one. Definitely, I'm gonna pass them. That type of thing. We should stop the madness. We should stop the madness. Anyways, that was today's random thought, guys. Please like and subscribe. I don't even know what that was. But please like and subscribe. Please, guys. Like I said, when I'm up, I'll buy guys cupcakes. And also, today we decided to do some gems. Clock it, because I used to have an obsession with gems from 2023 to 2024, 2025. I used to have this big gem obsession, like gem makeup, because I don't really like doing makeup. No shade, nothing's wrong with makeup. I just don't like doing makeup. And then I decided I'll just do gems because gems are still cool and cute and, you know, quirky. And I stopped. And I'm like, girl, why did you stop? You have all these gems in your, like, I have so many gems. But you know, with these nails, I can't really put the gems. Like, I wanted to put them all around the eye. So I just had to do this little thing. But anyways, guys, please like and subscribe, share, comment. I like to hear your thoughts. Genuinely, please comment. I need to hear what you have going on, what you're thinking about. I like to have such conversations. Also, you can also give me like your thoughts, like what do you want me to talk about? What do you think my thoughts are on a certain topic? Please, you're free. The comment section, go crazy. Bye guys.